Not every truth wants to be revealed. Are you ready to open the file? Here is the English translation. Do you believe that there was once a secret program where human beings were used as test subjects to study how to control the mind, not in a movie, not in a science fiction novel, but a real project of the CIA? Its name was MKUltra. Here is the English translation. MKUltra began in 1953, during the Cold War. At that time, the United States feared that the Soviet Union and China had discovered techniques to brainwash prisoners of war. The CIA asked a disturbing question: if the enemy can control the human mind, can we do it before they do? And from that question, for over 20 years, the CIA funded multiple secret research programs to study how psychological factors could affect human behavior. The methods tested included certain substances that alter perception, hypnosis, extended isolation, sleep deprivation, electrical stimulation, various psychological techniques. Notably, many participants were not fully informed about the nature of the those involved included prisoners, patients, students, military personnel, and some members of the general public. In some cases, people were invited to consume a drink without knowing it was a test substance. Afterward, they could experience anxiety, disorientation, altered perception, psychological stress, and in many cases, they were not clearly explained what was happening to them. The results of the research showed that there is no evidence confirming that MKUltra could create remotely controlled humans. There were no super soldiers, and no device capable of fully controlling human behavior. The effects that were observed mainly included psychological disorders, prolonged anxiety, memory impairment, and in one case, a scientist participating in the research experienced health problems after exposure to a test substance without being fully informed. His family only learned the full. In the early 1970s, the U.S. Congress launched an investigation into the CIA. They discovered that MKUltra had existed for several decades. However, just before the program was exposed, the CIA director ordered most of the documents to be destroyed. As a result, to this day, no one knows exactly how many people. Today, MKUltra is considered one of the most unethical experiments in U.S. history. It violated human rights, medical ethics, and the law. But the story of MKUltra is not just about the past. It raises questions for the present. Here is the English translation. MKUltra did not create mind-controlled humans, but it showed that people can be harmed when power and science are left without oversight. This is not a story about superpowers. It is a story about fear, secrecy, and ethical boundaries. What do you think? If a project like MKUltra existed today, would we discover it in time? The truth is still hidden.